making $1,000 a day is much easier than you guys think. Because with the process I'm going to share with you today, like these 5 simple steps, what you can do is literally cash collect $365,000 a year, which is pure profit. There is no expenses, and literally all it takes is less than 24 hours to do this entire process. And why I'm so confident that this is going to work for you as well is because I've done this myself. As you can see here, there are 3 steps here. One was outreach, second was sales call, and third was cash collecting. Now I'm going to show you exactly what happened. So I had firstly sent an outreach for someone. This is the actual outreach I've done. This is the video, the whole entire video where I talk about what to do, bang and bing and boom. This is it. Next thing is that we hopped on a sales call. As you can see, this was on March 20th, and now this is on March 28th. So we hopped on a sales call 8 days later. We hopped on this sales call, we had a Yapper in your session right here, and from there, there's this transaction on Stripe. I'm going to blur out the details. Only thing you're going to see is how this was successful, charged to Seth Dyer, and the payment succeeded on March 28th, 5:36. That means I've sent an outreach on March 20th, went on a sales call at March 28th, then I simply cash collected $8,000. And if you could say like, Robert, yeah, but value delivery takes time. And the answer is no. Because how I've done it and what I'm going to share with you today, I was able to do it in literally less than 24 hours. My value delivery, actually delivering the value why he paid $1,000 for me, took less than 8 hours to deliver. And why I want to create this video for you today is because I truly feel that if you follow the framework I'm going to show you today, you can actually scale to making 30 grand a month. Like literally, there is no reason why you shouldn't do this. The process is really simple. Yes, there is some time delay. As you can see, March 20th and March 28th, there is a bit of time delay, but the entire process on how much time it takes one step at a time is less than 24 hours. So why shouldn't you do this? Because if you really need the money, if you really want to be an entrepreneur who can scale upwards of making 30, 50K a month, then this process is going to do that exactly for you. Because of course, when I started, it wasn't always the same like this. When I started, I didn't even know what to do and what's the right step. But right now, it's completely clear. I know what steps to take to recreate this every single day. And also, that's the same I'm doing, just on a much higher level, bit bigger, better products. So for that reason, today, let's go through how can you make 365K a year. There are 5 stages, and some of these you have already heard about. I'm not going to, gatekeep anything. You definitely heard about the niche, the offer, the traffic, the sales code, and the value delivery. So why should you listen to my explanation? Well, because I was in the same situation you were in some months ago, and I am much closer to your situation than the situation that other people teach to you. So with that explanation, I can exactly tell you what to do in this current situation right now to perform much better and actually make money. Because I don't like those types of people who really made money in 2018 with a service and right now they are selling, how to make money from a service. Like they haven't been doing this for almost 7 years. Then why should I trust them? And because this happened like literally in March, and right now we are in June, as you can see, there is no reason why you literally shouldn't trust what I'm saying because it was 3 months ago. And since that, they haven't really changed. The markets haven't really changed that much, but it was completely adapted to the 2025 market. Because to be completely honest with you, when we entered 2025, also my money making abilities dropped a bit because the market has changed. So I think this is the right fit for it. Okay. So let's get into it. What is the first thing? Well, the niche. Now, why do we need a niche? And that's the question a lot of people don't understand why a niche is important. I've been in the shoes of trying to understand why do we need a niche and just consuming the 2 types of information. Yeah, we need a niche, and yeah, we don't need a niche. Like just create content or just talk to people, who are your older selves. It's like it's a really good idea, but it doesn't work right now in this situation. And why I say this is because we are not Alex Hormozy. What I mean by that is that right now, if you would be Alex Hormozy, what you can do is that go to any kind of niche, go to any type of business, and say that I'm going to increase your revenue by 100K a month, and they're going to believe you because Alex Hormozy have learned and know how to do that. But because we don't have that expertise, we don't have that proof behind our back, we can't do this. What we need to do is pick a pond, a niche that we can be an expert in. And if we are an expert in that pond, in that niche, then we can scale outwards. But if we pick a smaller pond at the start, it's going to be easier to make money and it's going to be easier to scale businesses. And the other part why I do say to have a niche is because in a niche, people tend to have shared traits, lifestyles, and businesses, whatever. For example, if you pick the yoga niche, yoga trainers, whatever it is, people are going to have similar traits. Like they like X, Y, and Z type of people, or they have X, Y, and Z problem, or they have X, Y, and Z system in their business. And what that allows you to do is to scale much further and much easier because you know exactly what their problem is and you can repeat the same solution for the same person in the same niche. So, what I mean by that is you pick a niche. Let's say that will be meditation coaches. You see that a meditation coach suffers with X problem. You offer a solution to them. They buy your product, you solve the problem. Then you can resell that service, that product, that whatever thing you have to the same meditation coach, just with a bit of different change. Because all the meditation coach most likely will be suffering from the same problem. So you don't have to change anything on your business. All you have to change is literally how much clients are you getting every single day. Because you can increase the volume, you can make more money. So that's why I think a niche is really important. Firstly, because you need to prove your expertise, and in a little pond, a little niche, it's much easier. Secondly, so you can repeat the same cycle, you can repeat the same problem solution cycle. Okay, so that's all. Second thing, how to choose the right niche. And I think here there is two simple things you must do. Firstly, is understand who are the type of people you would actually want to work with. That's very simple. Like for my example, I always was interested in content creation and personal branding. So I chose the type of people who are personal brand owners and content creators. Those are the type of people who I want to be associated with. That's all. That's one criteria you should take into account. Let's say you like fitness, then pick fitness creators. There is no such thing, guys, as saturation or blah, blah, blah. Pick a niche that you're going to stick with. And that's all. If you stick with the niche, you're going to get the results. Just believe me here for a second, okay? And the next thing is when it comes to decision and choosing, what you need to do is have conviction in yourself that whatever niche you choose, you're going to stick with it until you find the problem, find the best solution, and continuously sell it. If you don't have that conviction in yourself that you're going to stick with it, never ever choose a niche because you're going to niche hop and you're going to start over again all over the business you have started creating for yourself. So these are the two criteria. Nothing else matters. If you know the type of person you want to work with and you have full conviction and full confidence that you're going to stick with these people and you're going to help them achieve their goals by solving their problems, you're going to win. Anything else just doesn't matter, okay? Every single niche has enough money. I 100% believe that, okay? So that's the next thing. If you have a niche, the next thing is really having an offer. So you can finally sell something and scale to $355,000 a year. Now, as I mentioned, why should you trust me on what knowledge I have? This is what the prospect said on the sales call. It's a good offer. Just listen to this, okay? Listen to this.
It's a good offer, man. Okay, so 1K.
Thank you.
What?
Now, I don't say I'm the person who is the best at offer creation, but the offer I have created was so good for the niche that the person have actually paid me in full on that sales call. So that's the thing. how to create a good offer. And there are two simple things which go hand in hand. And this is really important, guys. Okay. So, how to create a good offer? How much money should I promise? How much this? How much that? No one cares. No one cares. Only thing you should do is show your competence. If you show that you're competent in what you're doing, people are going to get onto your offer and they're going to be hooked and they're going to pay you. So if you say, I will make you an extra $10,000 or I will make you an extra $5,000 a month, or the perfect offers, it doesn't matter. We are in a time where it's so saturated that every single day people have the perfect offers, perfect. So that's why the other important thing is show how you're different than all the other people at the same time. So you're not just saying how you're competent or you're competent in the niche, but you're also saying that how you're different from all the people who have already did the same thing. And now my camera turned off, so I'm a bit angry about it. So I'm going to put some other camera so you can see my face. Okay, guys? This is funny. Guys, this is an expert level content creation, but I want to be, purely organic and purely honest with you. So I'm not going to care that what you're going to say about this. I only care that I provide you value. So I'm going to place myself in the corner and we are going to continue. So when you show that you're competent and you show how different you are in the niche, then people are going to love your offer. And that's what I did. I'm going to show you exactly my offer, okay? So this was the thing I've shown. This was the outreach I sent, and this was my offer at the time. I'm going to show you this because I have already created myself a different offer, but this works really well. It's like for personal brands with less than 50,000 followers, I will write you one organic VSL script, and if it doesn't generate an extra 10 to 15K in revenue in 12 weeks, I don't get paid. And as you can see, there are down there a legally binding guarantee. I don't change anything on your brand, and there is no long-term commitment. Bro, what the fuck? My Lego car just fall off from my table. This is really funny, but let's get straight back to the video. So why this offer works really well is that this thing that just one organic VSL script generates so much value for them shows that I'm competent in what I'm doing, and also I'm different because I don't want to get paid until I've done it. And the otherwise, I've written down some very key latent conditions about the niche which I have known because I stuck with the niche, so I would be able to be different also from the niche. So it's like I wrote down that no changes to your brand because I realized that personal brands hate it when someone wants to come in as a person who understands everything and just fucks up the other person's brand. So that's why I focused on saying no changes to your brand, and I said that no long-term commitment. So I'm not here to work with you on a retainer for 12 years. I'm here to put an organic VSL here, make you money, and just disappear. And why this is important? Because a lot of people come with an offer like, hey, I'm going to increase your revenue by 10K in 3 months, and this is really good and blah, blah, blah. But like everyone just wants to get a retainer and never deliver value. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to deliver long-term commitment. No, I'm just here putting one organic VSL into your brand and just disappearing. That's all. So this is a really good offer. And I got a paid in full on the actual call. So that's how you build an actual offer, okay, guys? So let me again pull into this. And let's go to the next step, which is traffic. Now, what a flip is traffic? Well, traffic basically is how you're going to get people to hop on a sales call with you and basically get someone to give you money. And traffic can be outreach, can be content. Like this one is also a good idea of what is traffic. And that's all like inbound or outbound, and outbound can be paid or free. Okay, content like is free, and paid is ads. So that's how traffic works. Now, the first thing which I guys want you to understand is that you guys need systems. It's not enough to just start outreaching to people continuously and randomly on IG. Like that doesn't work. You need systems. What is a system? is a system is a simple, structured, step-by-step guide for you to follow through every time you want to get an output. What I mean is that if you want to get clients, you need a process, aka a system that you can follow through every single day in order to get the same output. That's all. That's a system. You don't have to think it through. This is a system. You need some steps that you can go through every single day to get the same results. Okay, that's all. That's systems. And why I say you need systems is because whatever you do, guys, you have a system already in place in your life. Now, what I mean by that is that right now, if you're doing outreach and you're not getting clients, well, that means that you have a system which is just trash. It doesn't mean that you don't have a system. It means that you have a system which is just wrong and you don't know how to create a good system. Okay? So that's what you need to understand. You need systems, but the right systems. So the question becomes how to decide on the right systems. How to decide whether you should create content to get traffic, whether you should start outreaching, whether you should run paid ads. I think there are stages to every single one. And I think using all of them is the best way to go forward. But if you're really a beginner, it's not the right idea to start with paid ads or start with content. I think the really best idea is to start with outbound. It's like you DMing people. And why I say this is because when we are talking about content has a lot of moving pieces. And what happens with content is that if in order you want to get a lot of traffic, you need to have a lot of skills and you need to have a lot of different moving pieces put together well in order to get the right output from that. So what you need to really focus on is a lot of things with content. While if you build a outbound system for you, it's really some simple steps. Send an opener message, send a follow-up message, get a book call. That's all. It's really simple. That's why I think for beginners, outbound is the very best start, like to start. Secondly, if you have gained enough experience, if you have gained enough skills and knowledge about your business and basically everything, like you have increased your general knowledge, then you can start talking in content, because content then is the next leverage for you, because content is really good. Of course, I could say that in the same way, you could start using paid ads. Yes, you could. But I am more of a fan of content, so I never ever run ads, or just once, but it was a big L, so I'm not going to talk about that really. But otherwise, I think content is a really good way for anyone if they have enough knowledge to start getting clients in whatever niche they are in. So actually, if you need help with that, there's a link down below to book a call. And I'm going to implement all of my systems for you to start getting clients with your YouTube and your IG with a whole entire nurturing system. Okay, so let's just talk about that. So if you're a beginner, stick with outreach, stick with outbound. Okay, so the next thing is, but what was my system? Well, my system was completely beginner system, which was an outbound system. And why I use this system is because if you have more system implemented and outsourced for other people, then you're going to get your results much quicker and much faster. What I mean by that is that if you build a system, basically a process that you can simply follow through every single day, every single time to get the same output, what you can do is teach it to someone else. You can hire your brother, you can hire your sister, you can hire your mom. My mom and my girlfriend actually worked for me when this system booked this call. So I wasn't even doing the outreach, just I told them how to do it in order for me to get the same result. That's why systems are really important. If you build a system that works, you can outsource it and you can scale the fuck out of it and make a heck lot of money from it. So that's about systems. What was my system that booked this call and made me $1,000 in a day? So you can finally also reach this stage, and you can reach the stage of financial freedom. So what was this system? This was the entire system, guys. I'm going to go through them step by step, and I want you to understand how this goes and just talk about it, okay? So this is how this thing goes, because this was a cold outreach system, especially a cold loom system. This is how the system goes. You send an email, then in the email there is a loom. Someone watches the loom, sends a positive reply or books a call, and either from the positive reply you follow up so many times, but they again book a call. That's the entire system. That's the entire system. I send an email, a literal email with a body copy. And inside, I put this loom. This loom. It was the loom inside. And from here, this person watched it. As you can see, there is him watching this video. Send me a positive reply, then booked a call after I responded. That's all. This was the entire system. So if you guys think, like, oh my God, Robert, building a good system is just hard and it doesn't work. Shut up. It works. Look at this. This is what happened. That's all. So let me explain some things about the systems. So my system is really simple. We have, of course, here lead generation, that we have leads from YouTube sourced, which is happening manually. So that's why my mom and my girlfriend was hired, because they helped me get a lot of leads, because that was the easiest part to outsource. Then we send them an email with a subject line from this, an email body copy from this. The reason I'm not going to show you them is because if you just steal my outreach copy, then it's not going to work. I've shown you my offer and blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, this video actually gets a lot of views. A lot of people, let's say, start using these subject lines and email body copy, it just stops working. So I can't really share it with you. If you're really interested, as I mentioned already, you can book a call and I can help you get your desired outcome, okay? So we generated the leads. We had a CRM system in place, which I'm going to show you right now. Not this one. Sorry, not this one. So right here, we had a CRM system in place, and that's how, you know, everything works. And these were the leads. We could send actual outreach. I'm going to blur this whole thing out because it has emails, it has, you know, the subject lines, and I don't want to show you that, guys. So this is the actual CRM. There was the leads, every single lead who I wanted to do a cold outreach to. Then we send the cold outreach with this. This was the copy, you know, set put together. Then after 2 days, we followed up to that same cold email. After 3 days, we followed up again. After 4 days, we followed up again. Then what we did is we tracked through Loom whether someone has actually seen the Loom or not. And in Loom, this is a good thing. If someone watches a video, it gives you a feedback or it gives you a notification that, hey, someone watched this video. So finally, we had metrics about whether someone watched the Loom or not. So we knew whether this Loom or this thing has been seen or not. And if someone has seen it, they could reply positively or just go and book a call straight away, okay? So positive reply, if someone answers me, this is interesting, I'm going to follow up 8 times in order for me to get a book call. And this is in 2-day intervals. But I may be increasing this because what I've seen with this system is that the more time delays between the follow-ups, the more ready or more likely people going to answer you and book a call. And as you can see here, we have the metrics tracked, which was really simple. These are the metrics for June, May, April, March, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so really good. This was the actual system. This booked me the call and made me $1,000. Like, that's all, guys. It's really simple. Just use it. Just implement it for yourself and use it. Now, that's the traffic. You have the traffic. You have booked calls. What's the next step, guys? Like, you have booked calls. You have to make money. This is where we go to the sales call. And guys, I have to say something for you. Sales is not hard at the start. When you're selling a product for $1,000, it's not hard to sell it. I'm completely honest. It's not hard to sell it. The hard thing is get people to book a call with you. It's not hard to sell it. I had no sales training. I had no idea how to sell something. Still, I was able to sell the product. And it was really easy. That's all. I went on the sales call, bang, 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 made money. That's all. I didn't even have any idea how to do a proper sales call. I asked some questions. I pitched my idea. Then they didn't even have objections. I just sent a invoice. Like, I didn't even know what to do. Like, bro, that's all. So sales is not hard at the start. I want you to do this. If you're really, really a beginner, this is what you must do. Be authentic and be curious about what the other person does. And if you know what the other person does, and if you see there is a problem in what they do, offer a solution, charge 1K, bang, done, go away. Okay? That's all. This is what I've done. Like, no, and for this client, no. For other client, I have done this. Like for this client specifically, what I've done is sold my already existing offer, which was about organic via sales. But on the other hand, I've said I had a lot of sales or clients which I've did the same. Like went to the sales call, understood what they were doing, see if there is any problem, and just sold what they needed. I didn't have any expertise in sales, and I did that, and I made money. Okay, that's all. But if you really want to know some ideas about sales, because I truly felt that sales is hard and blah, 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 and I'm not going to get money and blah, blah, blah. So I was really afraid. So, for that reason, if you are the same, I'm going to share with you the only thing you must, and I say must, focus on sales. This is it. This little drawing, design. There are two parts, pain and confidence. What is this? Well, in order for you to get a sale, what must happen is that an action threshold, as you can see right here, on a scale of pain and scale of confidence must go through the threshold. I hope this is understood. So just think about this pain goes from level 0 to level 100, and confidence goes from level 0 to level 100. Pain meaning that how much pain the person on the other side of the screen has, and confidence meaning how much confidence the person on the other side of the screen has in you about solving their pain. Okay, so that's how it goes. So if you want someone to give you money, this person must be in pain. It has to cross the action threshold. If it crosses the action threshold and you build enough confidence that he believes that you can actually solve his problem and it crosses again the action threshold, you're going to get money. Literally, that's all. But if you mess this up, let's say you build enough confidence, but you don't build enough pain. This is how much pain they have. They are not going to buy from you. That's all. So the question becomes, is how to build pain and how to build confidence. It's very simple. Okay? So this is the simple thing you must understand. People already go to a sales call because they have some kind of pain. So what you need to do is ask questions which unleash and reveal and discover this pain. Because people have pain, but they don't know about it, because they don't want to deal with pain. So when they come to your sales call, you can ask very simple questions and get to understand and get to them discover and reveal their own pains. So let's say someone comes to my sales call and they have this much pain because something have happened, they're not making as much money as they want to do. And I ask the question of, I definitely feel that, Mr. Prospect, and just out of curiosity, how long has this been going for you? And they're like, it's been 3 months. 3 months. That's pain. The other person is like, whoa, I've been in this pain for 3 months. That hurts. Okay, so it's like, again, yeah, I definitely feel that. And 3 months, like 3 months is like the quarter of a year. Like, just so I understand, like, did that have any kind of impact on your personal life? And they're like, I couldn't go to this vacation. I was stressing. I didn't sleep. I that. Build is painting up. That's all, guys. You make money. Like, let's fucking guys. That's all. Like, do you see what I mean here? This is it. This is how you build pain. You ask the right questions to reveal their pain, which they don't even know about. That's how you build pain. Now, one thing which I must talk about here is that this thing, which is the action threshold, depends, like, this thing of the action threshold is completely different for every single person. Some people don't need a lot of pain. They are right here and they are going to say, okay, I want to buy, just I don't believe in you enough yet. It's different for every person. What your best thing could be is maximizing the heck out of this pain factor, asking so many right questions that build up so much pain that they are going to be like, okay, I just want to know how can you solve this pain for me. Because when you ask a lot of great questions, then when we go to the confidence, and the confidence is what builds up, not, it builds up harder and in a more different way. So the question becomes like, how do you have confidence in someone else? So could you answer that question? But that's really hard. Like, how do I have confidence in someone else? I don't know. So confidence has a lot of different things. So if I'm talking to you and you feel I have the expertise, then my confidence level goes up. Of course, in the same way, if I'm talking to you in a Zoom call, like one to one, and you ask a question, no, I ask a question, you say something, and I follow up on that, confidence again goes up. In the same way, there's a lot of different things that make the confidence bar go up, but there are some things I think are the most crucial. The first thing is making sure that you make the prospect, aka the person who booked the call, feel like you actually care about them. And that's all. If they feel like you actually care about them, they are going to have more confidence in you. That's one. Again, another one is make sure they feel like you understand them. What did I do on my PC? Bro, I started sending an email. But make sure the other person on the other side of the screen feels like you understand them. And if you do that, they are going to pay you money. In the same way, you need to show that you have competence. How you do that is when you pitch, meaning you try to sell your product. So it's like, yeah, Mr. Prospect, I'm going to get you from making $5,000 a month and really struggling to make a real impact in your life and really struggling with waking up early in the morning from that situation. I'm going to get you to making $25,000 a month with this super simple, easy technique in just 5 steps. You said this, like, this is going to be a high level promise of your pitch, and you're going to get into your pitch. Like, first step, I'm going to do X with you. First, second step, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Bang. The other person is like, this guy knows his shit. I'm going to buy from him. That's all. Confidence goes up. Caring, understanding, and confidence. These are the 3 things that continuously build confidence. So what you need to do is throughout the whole sales call must build this. And you're like, oh my God, Robert, you said so many things about the sales call. It's so hard. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. It's not hard, guys. This is what you do. Ask questions which build pain and talk in a way that builds confidence. Meaning, what you know about, talk in a way where you have full conviction that you know what you're talking about. And when you're talking about or asking questions, ask questions which make them feel like, oh my God, this person actually cares about me. Like, no one else have asked this question from me. Otherwise, when they have responded with something, reframe and re-say what they have said to you so they feel like you actually understand them. So if you hopped on a sales call with me and you said, Robert, I just feel like I'm not in a state in my life where I should be because no one wants to buy my product. That's what you say to me. And I'm like, okay, so just so I understand, because you don't get sales, you feel like you're being held back. Like, I restated what you have said to me, so you feel like I understand you, so my confidence chart goes up. So I hope you book a call and I can I can actually prove this to you on a real sales call. Okay? So this is sales. This is niche offer traffic sales call. This comes the next step. Now that you have closed the sale, you have collected the cash, you made $365,000 a year. So finally, you can do whatever you want in your life. Now we come to the value delivery. Value delivery. Because, guys, if you fuck up the value delivery, nothing else matters. Should I say it again? If you fuck up the value delivery, nothing else matters. If you sell someone a product and you can't deliver on what you're doing, you are going to jail. I hope. Do you know why? Because if you can't deliver on what you are saying, you shouldn't sell it for someone else. And if you have sold it, you should, or you not should, you must be able to do it. Otherwise, give the money back for the other person. Okay? Cool. So, value delivery. You must be an expert. A flipping expert. That's all. Nothing else. No questions asked. Boom. That's all. And next thing, how was I able to manage, and do my value delivery in less than 8 hours? Like literally less than 8 hours. I wrote an entire organic VSL. I'm going to actually search up the entire copy and I'm going to show it to you. Because do you know why I did that? Do you know how I wrote an entire VSL in less than 8 hours, which performed really well? Because I built systems for being fast. Because systems gets you money and enables you to scale. Okay. So firstly, let me show you what I have actually wrote. And I hope I can show you guys, because if not, then I'm going to be sad. Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not here to yap to your face. I'm here to teach you guys some things which should be important. Why can't I cannot show you guys? I think I cannot show you guys. What the fuck is this? Oh, I think I can show you guys next round. Yes, this was the entire thing. This is the entire 11 page organic VSL I have wrote for this person in less than 8 hours, which performed really, really well. And it's a really banger organic VSL. And just so you understand, guys, English is my third language, and I have just started learning copywriting in 3 months ago. Like when this was in March 28th, when I wrote this in 8 hours, it was my third month in being a copywriter. So what I have done is build systems for being fast. As I mentioned to you, I wrote an entire organic VSL. And for that, I have an entire system on what to do step by step in order to deliver a great organic VSL. Bang. That's all. Like nothing else, guys. I built a system on how can I build an organic VSL for someone in order for them to, make more money, get more clients, and blah, blah, blah. So this was the value delivery. I'm not going to go through this because it doesn't matter for you. Like you have a different system. If you want to learn how to build an organic VSL, book a call. I will teach you. I will ask for money and I will teach you. Okay. So this is all. And guys, if you follow this simple structure, if you pick a niche, if you create a good offer which builds confidence, differentiates you, if you get traffic with a system that is a perfect fit for you where you are at the journey, if you really focus on sales call, which is like focusing on building pain and building confidence, and you deliver the value, you will make $365,000 a year, guys. Like that's all. Okay. I hope you guys watched this video and it was fun. Again, this is the 7th call to action today. Book a call down below. Yes, see you later.